There's a neurological reason why your routines collapse within days, despite perfect planning, and it has nothing to do with poor execution or weak discipline. In the next 30 minutes, I'm going to show you something most people will never understand. How to create a 66-day Japanese routine that actually sticks, not through motivation or willpower, but through systematic architecture matching how your brain forms automatic behaviors through myelination. By the end of this video, you'll understand why Western routines fail predictably despite perfect intentions, what Japanese culture knows about routine formation Western approaches completely miss, and the exact step-by-step system for building a routine that becomes automatic in exactly 66 days through proven neuroscience. But first, we need to talk about why every routine you've tried has failed. The routine failure pattern. You've experienced this pattern repeatedly. Sunday night you design perfect routine. Wake 5 a.m., cold shower, meditation, training, healthy breakfast, focused work. Monday morning, you execute flawlessly, feeling invincible. Tuesday, you maintain it through effort. Wednesday, you modify it slightly because circumstances. By Friday, the routine is unrecognizable. By next Monday, it's completely abandoned. This isn't failure of discipline. This is predictable result of routine design, violating how brain actually forms automatic behaviors. Western routine design has 3 fatal flaws. Flaw 1, complexity overload. You design routine containing 10 different behaviors requiring sequential execution in specific order. Each behavior requires conscious decision and willpower expenditure. 10 behaviors means 10 decision points, depleting willpower before day even begins. By behavior 5, your willpower pool is exhausted, making remaining behaviors feel impossible regardless of actual difficulty. Flaw 2, motivation, dependence. You design routine during high motivation state, believing future you will maintain same enthusiasm. But motivation is temporary emotional state. It will fade within days, guaranteed. When motivation depletes, routine requiring continuous motivation renewal collapses completely because no structural support exists, maintaining behavior without emotional fuel. Flaw 3, no progressive automation. You expect entire routine to feel natural immediately. When it still requires effort after week 1, you interpret ongoing difficulty as evidence routine doesn't work or isn't right for you. But behavioral automation through myelination requires average 66 days. Expecting automatic execution after 7 days is like planting seed and expecting full-grown tree next week. Time frame expectations are completely disconnected from biological reality. These 3 flaws guarantee failure, regardless of routine quality or personal capability. You're not failing because you lack discipline. You're failing because routine design violates neuroscience of habit formation. The Japanese routine principle. Traditional Japanese daily life follows structured routines maintained for lifetimes, not through superior discipline, but through systematic design principles. Western culture doesn't understand. Japanese tea ceremony, Chan no Yu, is perfect example. Same exact movements performed identically thousands of times. Same sequence, same timing, same execution. Not because creativity is forbidden, but because practice form creates automatic execution, eliminating cognitive load, allowing presence and mastery impossible when mind is consumed by decision-making. This is Kata principle applied to daily routine. You don't design new routine daily based on feelings or circumstances. You establish exact sequence practiced identically until automatic. Repetition creates automation. Automation creates consistency. Consistency creates mastery. Additionally, Japanese approach uses Kaizen, continuous improvement through incremental change. You don't implement perfect routine immediately. You start with minimal viable routine, so simple it requires almost zero willpower. Then you add complexity gradually as previous behaviors automate. This prevents overwhelm while enabling continuous expansion. Finally, Japanese culture emphasizes ganbaru, persistent effort through difficulty. You don't expect routine to feel easy quickly. You accept that difficulty is normal part of formation process and continue execution regardless of comfort level, trusting that automation arrives through sufficient repetition, not through finding perfect routine requiring no effort. These three principles, Kata, Kaizen, Ganbaru, create routine formation system producing consistency Western willpower grinding cannot match. Not through superior discipline, but through superior design matching neuroscience of behavioral automation. Which brings us to how you actually build this. The 66-day science, UCL habit formation study. Before showing you exact routine creation system, you need understanding the science proving why 66 days specifically. In 2009, Dr. Philippa Lally at University College London published definitive research on habit formation timeframes. Study tracked 96 participants attempting to automate new behaviors, measuring exactly how long behavioral automation actually requires. Popular mythology claims 21 days for habit formation. This myth originated from Dr. Maxwell Maltz's 1960 book, Psycho-Cybernetics, where he observed patients took minimum 21 days adjusting to facial changes after plastic surgery. Somehow, minimum 21 days for adjustment became exactly 21 days for any habit. Completely unsupported claim repeated until accepted as fact. Dr. Lally's actual research destroyed this myth conclusively. Average time to habit automaticity was 66 days, not 21, 66. But even more important, range was enormous. 18 days for simple habits like drinking water after breakfast, up to 254 days for complex habits like running daily. What determines duration? 3 factors. Complexity. Simple behaviors requiring minimal steps automate faster. Complex behaviors requiring multiple sequential decisions automate slower. Morning glass of water, 18 days. Full training session with warm-up, workout, cool-down tracking, 100+ days. Consistency. Perfect daily execution produces faster automation than sporadic execution. Missing days resets progress requiring restart. Every gap extends timeline substantially. Context stability. Behaviors performed in same context at same time automate faster than behaviors with variable context. Always training at 6 a.m. in home gym automates faster than training sometime today wherever convenient, because consistent context creates stronger neural pathway association. This research proves routine formation isn't 21-day sprint. It's 66-day minimum commitment requiring understanding of phases and strategies matching each stage. The myelination process. Why does automation require this specific duration? Neuroscience of myelination explains exactly what's happening in brain during habit formation. Every behavior you execute creates neural pathway, sequence of neurons firing in specific pattern, producing that behavior. First execution creates weak pathway, requiring substantial conscious effort maintaining. Like hiking through forest with no trail, you're pushing through undergrowth constantly course-correcting, burning massive energy. But execute same behavior repeatedly, and pathway strengthens slightly each time. After sufficient repetitions, myelin, fatty insulation substance, wraps around neural pathway, making signal transmission faster and more reliable. This is myelination. After complete myelination, pathway fires automatically with minimal conscious effort because signal travels efficiently through insulated pathway. Like hiking trail becoming clearer with each use until its obvious path, requiring no conscious navigation. You follow it automatically because path is established deeply. This biological process cannot be rushed. Myelin deposition requires repeated pathway activation over time. No amount of intensity or motivation accelerates myelination beyond natural biological rate. Attempting 10 hours of practice in single day doesn't produce same myelination as 1 hour daily for 10 days, because time-distributed repetition is what triggers myelin formation, not total practice volume. This is why crash approaches fail. Intensive week of perfect routine execution doesn't create lasting automation because insufficient time passed for myelination. Meanwhile, sustainable daily practice over months creates permanent automation through biological pathway modification. Understanding this removes false expectations. You're not building discipline. You're literally growing insulation around neural pathways through biological process requiring specific time frame. Can't rush biology. The 3 psychological phases. But 66 days isn't uniform difficulty. Predictable psychological phases exist, requiring different strategies matching each stage. Phase 1. Honeymoon, days 1 to 7. First week feels manageable through novelty and initial motivation. You're excited about new routine. Each execution feels like progress. Difficulty exists, but motivation overrides discomfort, creating sustainability through emotional fuel. Danger. Phase 1 creates false confidence. Because first week succeeds, you assume continuation is guaranteed. This prevents preparation for Phase 2, where real difficulty begins. Phase 2, the slog, days 8 to 44. Week 2 through 6 is where 90% of routines die. Novelty has evaporated, motivation has depleted. Only grinding repetition remains, with zero emotional reward. Routine still requires substantial conscious effort, but no longer feels exciting or rewarding. You're burning willpower daily without experiencing benefits justifying effort investment. This creates what's the point feeling, triggering abandonment. Neurologically, pathway is forming, but myelination hasn't completed. Behavior still requires effortful execution, but automation hasn't activated yet, creating worst possible experience, maximum effort with minimum reward. This phase requires trust in process, not evidence from feeling. Every unrewarding repetition is adding myelin layer, even though you can't perceive progress. Quitting here wastes all Phase 1 suffering without reaching automation threshold. Phase 3. Automation, days 45 to 66. Around day 45, noticeable shift occurs. Routine begins requiring less conscious effort. Certain behaviors start executing semi-automatically. By day 66, if consistency maintained, behaviors execute with minimal willpower consumption because pathway myelination has completed. This doesn't mean effortless forever. It means behavior is now default, requiring more effort to skip than execute. Automation is achieved. Understanding these phases prevents misinterpreting normal Phase 2 difficulty as personal failure, when it's actually exactly where you should be in formation process. The 66-day routine creation system. Step 1. Core behavior identification. First step in creating 66-day Japanese routine. Identify single core behavior producing maximum life improvement through daily execution. Not 10 behaviors. 1. This violates Western instinct, wanting comprehensive transformation immediately, but honors Kaizen principle. Master one behavior completely before adding complexity. What makes effective core behavior? 3 criteria. Keystone effect. Behavior triggers positive cascade affecting multiple life domains. Morning cold shower affects energy, discipline, stress tolerance. Daily training affects health, confidence, sleep quality, mental clarity. Choose behavior with wide-ranging impact. Non-negotiable value. Behavior must align with deep personal values, not social expectations. If you don't genuinely value outcome, External motivation won't sustain 66-day commitment. Measurable execution. Behavior must have binary completion criteria, either executed or not. No ambiguous, tried my best. Vague, be healthier, becomes 30-minute training session before 7 a.m. Clear, measurable, binary. Common mistake. Choosing aspirational behavior disconnected from current capability. If you've never trained regularly, 90-minute intense training daily isn't sustainable. Choose behavior slightly beyond current execution while remaining achievable. 20-minute training daily succeeds where 90-minute fails through sustainable challenge level. Write single core behavior explicitly, exact action, specific duration, defined completion criteria, scheduled time. This becomes foundation all subsequent routine builds upon. Kata sequence design. Second step, transform core behavior into explicit kata. Exact predetermined sequence eliminating all decision points. Kata means form in Japanese martial arts. Practiced sequence performed identically, removing creative decision-making, allowing automatic execution through repetition. For routine kata, document every single step from initiation to completion. Example for morning training routine. Alarm sounds at 5:50 a.m. Feet hit floor within 3 seconds. No snooze. Walk directly to bathroom. Empty bladder. Drink 500 ml water. Put on training clothes laid out previous night. Walk to training space. Start timer. Execute warm-up sequence, listed separately. Execute workout, listed separately. Execute cool-down sequence, listed separately. Stop timer, record time in journal. Shower, notice specificity, not get up and train. Exact sequence removing all decision burden. When alarm sounds, you don't decide whether to get up or how to begin or what to do first. You execute step 1, then step 2, then step 3 automatically because sequence is predetermined. This seems excessive but serves critical function. Eliminating decisions prevents willpower depletion. Every decision consumes willpower from limited pool. 0 decisions means 0 depletion, allowing willpower conservation for behavior execution itself, not wasted on process decisions. Write complete kata for your core behavior, documenting every step explicitly. First, several executions require referring to written kata. After 20 executions, sequence becomes memorized. After 40 executions, sequence executes automatically without conscious recall. Step 3, environmental architecture. Third step, engineer environment making kata execution default path and deviation require conscious override. Japanese concept MA, intentional emptiness, applies here. Remove elements enabling competing behaviors. Add elements facilitating desired behavior. Environment should make routine execution easier than avoidance. For morning training routine, remove phone from bedroom, eliminates morning scrolling. Snooze option on alarm, eliminates choice. Alternative clothing options, eliminates decision. Comfortable sitting furniture en route to training space, eliminates rest temptation. Add training clothes laid out previous night, reduces activation energy. Water bottle beside bed facilitates hydration step. Visible timer in training space facilitates tracking. Immediate post-training reward creates positive association. Goal, when alarm sounds, following kata requires less effort than any alternative behavior because environment has been architected making kata the path of least resistance. This isn't willpower, it's environmental design. Willpower battles occur when desirable and undesirable behaviors have equal accessibility, requiring conscious choice between them. Environmental architecture makes desired behavior easiest option, eliminating choice point, before willpower engages. Audit your environment, identifying elements facilitating routine execution versus elements enabling competing behaviors. Systematically remove friction from desired path while adding friction to undesired alternatives until routine execution becomes default. Step 4. Tracking and accountability. Fourth step. Establish objective tracking system creating visible progress evidence and social accountability preventing silent abandonment. Japanese concept Hansei, critical self-reflection, requires objective data, not subjective feeling. Tracking provides this data. Create simple tracking mechanism, daily execution log, binary checkmark, behavior completed as specified or not, no partial credit. Calendar with physical marks, X or checkmark, creates visual chain showing consecutive successful days. Breaking chain becomes psychologically costly once you've accumulated substantial streak. Execution quality notes. Brief observation about execution difficulty. Easy, moderate, hard. This reveals patterns. If hard appears consistently at same day of week, investigate context, creating difficulty, enabling systematic correction. Accountability check-in, weekly report to specific person or group. Not casual, I'm doing this, but formal. I executed 7 days this week, or I executed 5 days, missed Monday and Thursday due to X. Correction strategy is Y. Tracking serves two functions. Self-accountability. Objective data prevents self-deception. Can't rationalize I'm being consistent when data shows 60% execution rate. Honesty becomes unavoidable. Social accountability. External observer creates reputational stake-making failure, socially costly, not just personally disappointing. Reporting 5/7 completion to accountability partner creates pressure maintaining higher consistency than private commitment allows. Establish tracking system before day 1. Identify accountability person or group before beginning. These elements prevent silent abandonment that kills purely private commitments. Step 5. Progressive expansion. Fifth step. After core behavior achieves consistent execution, minimum 90% for 30 days, add second behavior following same process. This is Kaizen principle, continuous improvement through incremental addition, not designing perfect routine immediately, but building gradually through proven capacity. After 30 days executing core behavior with 90% plus consistency, behavior is semi-automated, requiring substantially less conscious effort. This freed cognitive capacity allows adding complexity without overwhelming system. Choose second behavior using same criteria as first. Keystone effect, non-negotiable value, measurable execution. Document complete Kata, engineer environment, add to tracking system. Critical, maintain first behavior while adding second. Cumulative routine grows through addition, not replacement. After 60 days, 2 automated behaviors. After 90 days, 3 automated behaviors. After 1 year, comprehensive routine comprising multiple fully automated behaviors, none of which could have been sustained simultaneously from day 1, but all sustainable once automated sequentially. This progressive expansion prevents overwhelm while enabling continuous capability development through patient systematic construction. The implementation gap. Why you'll fail without protocol. You now understand complete routine creation system, identify core behavior, design Kata, architect environment, establish tracking, expand progressively. But here's what happens next, 24 hours without systematic protocol. You'll identify core behavior vaguely, work out more. You'll skip Kata documentation thinking, I know what to do. You'll ignore environmental architecture believing, I'll just force myself. You'll forget tracking after 3 days. You'll attempt adding multiple behaviors simultaneously, overwhelming yourself. By day 10, routine has devolved into occasional random execution. By day 20, complete abandonment. By day 30, you're watching another routine-building video hoping different information produces different result, despite identical implementation approach. This is implementation gap. Knowing what works versus executing systematically until automatic. This gap kills 95% of routine attempts. 3 missing elements guarantee failure. No phase-specific guidance. You don't know phase 2. Difficulty is normal, triggering abandonment when reaching expected stage. No structured progression. You add complexity, prematurely overwhelming capacity before foundation automates. No systematic support. You're executing alone with zero external structure, preventing silent abandonment when motivation depletes. This is why philosophy without implementation structure produces zero results. The systematic solution. You need complete protocol, eliminating implementation gap through systematic daily guidance, matching each phase. That's what 66 Days of Steel, the samurai method to forge, absolute discipline provides. Complete 66-day implementation system, including routine creation integrated into comprehensive discipline transformation. This isn't generic routine-building advice. It's specific daily protocol with exact instructions for each phase, including days 1 to 22, phase 1, the fire, core behavior identification and Kata establishment with environmental architecture instructions, tracking system setup, initial execution through honeymoon phase, transitioning into slog phase with specific strategies managing difficulty increase. Days 23 to 44, phase 2, the hammer. Phase 2, survival strategies, preventing abandonment during maximum difficulty period. Trust in process frameworks, systematic troubleshooting for common execution obstacles. Maintaining consistency through unrewarding repetition. Days 45 to 66, phase 3, the Polish. Automation recognition and reinforcement. Progressive expansion preparation, quality refinement, integration into permanent lifestyle creating sustainable long-term execution. Additionally, complete Bushido code framework, Hansei reflection protocols, Shudan Ishiki accountability structures, all integrated systematically preventing isolated routine attempt failing through lack of support. This is systematic protocol producing 66-day routine automation through structured daily guidance, eliminating all implementation ambiguity. You now understand the 66-day routine creation system. But routine is one piece. You need complete discipline transformation protocol. That's what 66 Days of Steel, the samurai method to forge absolute discipline provides. Let me show you exactly what's inside. The contract of honor. You sign before starting. Creates psychological commitment, preventing casual abandonment. Phase 1, the fire, days 1 to 22, detoxification. The rust. Eliminate pornography, alcohol, processed sugar, doom scrolling completely. The steel. Wake 5 a.m., cold shower, 45-minute training. Battle journal tracking daily. Phase 2, the hammer, days 23 to 44. All phase 1 rules continue. Add deep work protocols, meditation, +1 training rule. Survival strategies for when motivation dies. Phase 3, the Polish, days 45 to 66. Absolute order, war aesthetics, strategy, the service. Hansei evening review, excellence integration. Day 66, the rite of passage, write letter today oneself, read aloud, burn it, that man is dead. The scabbard, day 67 plus, maintenance protocol, 2-day rule preventing relapse. Musashi's philosophy integrated throughout as practical daily applications. Link is in pinned comment below. Click it now. Get 66 Days of Steel. Download it tonight. Read the manifesto. Sign the contract of honor on page 2 tonight, not tomorrow, tonight. Tomorrow at 5 a.m., day 1 begins. You execute phase 1 exactly as written. You track everything. You follow protocol without deviation. 66 days from now, you'll be a different person through automated discipline. But only if you start tomorrow.